Welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. My name is Gazy, host of the Outlet Podcast, and today I'm gonna update my guys only vlog. If you don't know, my guys only vlog, I just like to talk about stuff that mostly guys deal with. So it's guys only, even though they're whatever. If you want to watch, you can watch. It's no big deal. So today for the guys only vlog, I want to talk about the ominous feeling of foreboding. Now, foreboding is the feeling that you get of something that is coming, and it's something terrifying, something terrible. It's usually something bad. When you use the word foreboding instead of using about tentative excitement, in other words, or the opposite of that. So, as guys, there are some things that we face that are foreboding, and it's just because we don't know how to react. And like the birth of your girlfriend or wife's first child, or your first child. How do you react? What are you supposed to do? You can only look at so many YouTube videos, or only read so many articles online. What are you supposed to do? That's a feeling of foreboding. Very scary. I mean, if you're late paying your taxes, or if you're dealing with the tax man, you have to go to your local IRS office. Very scary. Feeling of foreboding. If you're getting letters about your car, well, if you got, like someone, they put the sticker on your car, they're gonna tow it. The feeling of foreboding, what are you gonna do? I got that. I have that currently in regards to some endeavors that I have gotten into, and I have to deal with that feeling of foreboding. And the scariest part of that feeling is the je ne sais quoi. It's the I don't know. It's the what you don't know. So if you don't know, you can't plan for something. So what do you do if you can't plan for something? You should plan for anything. And that's the point. That's something that a man, a gentleman, a young adult guy needs to do. All of our lives aren't like so scripted. LeBron James, right out of high school, 18 or whatever, I think it was 18 years old, if not 19, right in the NBA, right out of high school. He didn't have to plan for his GRE or study, he didn't have to do any of that. Why? Because he's LeBron James, and his body is a freak. He's a freak body, and and he also worked hard and made muscles and, stuff, but he's naturally talented. And so what comes from this natural talent? Well, the fact that, he can dunk a basketball very good and make tons of money. I'm not questioning his ability to the fact that if he deserves it. He deserves what he's making. He deserves it. There's no question about that. My point is, he didn't have to prepare for a lot of stuff like that. Even now, with his life, what does he have to do to actually, what does he even have to do? He didn't he just signs his name for contract deals, for shoes and whatever. That's all. He doesn't have to actually do anything. He doesn't have to plan for anything. Not really. Once since he made a couple million, he could retire right now and he'll be all right. That looks much better. So he'll be fine. But he is neither you nor me. So what do we do? Well, you plan for anything. For example, if you're going to be in between jobs, what you should do is start checking the job market immediately, right at that moment. Check the job market, who's hiring and who's not hiring. Because there's some things that you just can't control in your life. And the feeling of foreboding is one of those feelings. Now, I just told my employees, I talked to my employees about something, and I told them it's best to worry and plan than to, than to ignore it and, get caught with your pants down. Like, that's how I feel. I'd rather be trying to plan my next, the next endeavors, my next business endeavors, than and worrying a little bit, because the worry is a feeling, and you're always with your feelings, and there's only one way to get over your feelings, is to find resolution for your feelings. So that's what I've been doing, finding resolution for my feelings, coming to terms with foreboding, and make sure that if or when that comes to pass, that feeling, well, you've prepared for it. Not every time is God going to speak to Noah and tell him, "Hey, I need you to build a boat, and because it's going to rain." Not every time you're going to have that moment where God lets you know what's going to happen in your life. Sometimes you got to just prepare. You got to, me personally, I'm praying, asking for some clarity. But while I'm praying, while I'm, asking for clarity, I'm preparing stuff in case the Lord would want me to follow through with that stuff. That's up to him. But that's something that I've been going through. The feeling of foreboding. It could be very bad, guys. I'm just talking in the business when it comes to jobs and stuff. What happens if you actually, you didn't use protection? Now that girl, she skipped a period, or she missed her period. What are you gonna do? The feeling of foreboding, very scary. When, I don't know, like when the Sally Mae starts hitting you up, and she starts sending letters about letters to you. What do? All you can do is brace yourself for an impact, but definitely plan accordingly. If you don't plan, if you fail to plan, then you're really going to ruin the next couple of years in your life. You really, really are. It's going to be very difficult for you, bro. So it's something that I suggest. Okay. How to deal with it. Relax. Calm down. Okay? You're still going to be alive. Whatever the situation is, you're still going to be alive. Could it be a life-altering situation? Yes. It might even include prison time or jail time. Yes. And your quality of life will be therefore subjected to that. But most problems that you have the feeling of foreboding aren't to death. They're just they affect or effect your quality of life. So what do? Take a chill pill. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just think. Think unbiasedly. Yeah. Don't think about it being you. Think about it being what it is. So if you can't control, for example, if you are being pushed out of your not sorority, what's the other one? I don't know, not sorority, but the other one. I don't do those things. If you're being pushed out, well, what do? Well, just either you could pledge to another thing. I forget I don't know what they're called. I forget. You could pledge again, or you can just move along. Everything in life isn't going to really affect you, and everything in life isn't going to stop you from making money and renting an apartment or renting a house or buying a house. Not everything is going to do that bad. I think we're just living under a bubble of fear where we're like, oh, my life is ruined. No, it's not. Your life is not ruined at all by any stretch of the imagination. So you shouldn't act like it is. Because to say something is ruined, that's like completely. Like, it's okay to have your life altered and changed and affected. That's fine. But to say it's ruined, it's never going to be ruined. So don't think that way. Be positive. So the only way you can deal with this feeling of foreboding is to plan according. Because I think, with myself, with you, as a guy, guys only, if you plan appropriately and the feeling comes to fruition, and your life is affected, well, now you actually have something to rely on and something to fall back on. And if the feeling, if it doesn't happen, then the feeling goes away. And you just have a bunch of plans that goes to show you, I'm pretty good. Self-esteem booster. So, that's all I got when it comes to the feeling of foreboding. Have you had the feeling of foreboding? Let me know in the comments below. Have you had the feeling of foreboding? Are you afraid about something that's going to happen? Have you planned? Have you planned according against that? How many plans do you have? Do you go down the list? Do you have just one? Comment below, share below, and like and subscribe to my channel, because not only do I offer advice, like life advice, and dating advice, I offer stories about how I met my wife. She found my wedding ring. It was in between the couches and the cushions, because I like to sleep on the couch sometimes. It's right in front of the TV, and my PS4 is right there. I offer some advice when it comes to solely and holy vlogs, and the aspect of my faith as a Christian. A lot of content with anime s'il vous plaît. A lot of content, because I just went to Florida Anime Experience. It was awesome, very fun, and a lot of other stuff. So check out my channel, like and subscribe, and for the Outlet Podcast, connect and recharge.